Hi everyone, and welcome to another unboxing with the SPED Homeschool Review Crew. My name is Peggy Ployhar, and I'm the founder and CEO of SPED Homeschool. Wondering why I'm on the floor? Well, I've got this big box to unbox because today we're looking at the ShillerLearning Math Kit, and it comes with a lot of stuff. This is actually meant to teach 4 grades. And so it's actually quite a deal. Usually it's priced at close to $400. Right now they have it on sale for $350, so it's $50 off. So if this looks like something that might work for your family, even before we get to the review and you just see what's in the unboxing, definitely check out their website. It'll be listed in the description right here on this video. So ShillerLearning is a Montessori-based homeschool curriculum company, and they're most known for their math program. So we're going to be looking at their Math 1 kit, and so there are other kits for older students as well. But this is meant for preschool through 3rd grade. And of course, if you have an older student who is learning at those levels, this is really something that might work as well. So I want to just show you what's inside here, and you can see if it looks too childish or not. Now, I know what this is because I read through the description of all the different things in here. It's going to take a while to get through this whole box. And so this is a balance. And you got the parts here. You put this on top. It's pretty easy. It's not going to fall apart. It doesn't have any awkward way to work that. You put one thing on one side and you see if they balance out. So that is there. We may have some things to play with it soon. Oh, and I was told they always come with cookies. So I'm on a vegan, gluten-free, sugar-free diet, so these will probably go to my children or to the family that's going to help me test those. That's even a better idea. Get them out of the house. So then comes this, a box in a box. And actually there's more boxes in this box. But it sounds like it's manipulatives. Yeah. It's very well wrapped too. Even though the post office tried to do their best in destroying the box, it still arrived in one piece. Okay, so what these are their number blocks. So you got the single units, you got the hundreds, you have the tens, and you have, of course, your 1,000 block, which is a 10 by 10. And these are extremely helpful in teaching kids the difference between all these different number categories as to why. And color coding them, you're going to see there's other ways that this program uses that color coding. Ones are green, tens are blue, hundreds are red, and again the 1,000 is green, which may be a little confusing with the two, but anyway, that's how that is. Oh, and back onto the scale, you can put one of these tens. Actually, let's do this since the ones are in there. We put a 100 over here. No, okay. I have to do this carefully. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That doesn't work. So that's probably not what you use this for. But it would have been nice if it did. Anyways, I'm getting a little too creative. What else is in here? There's another box. Glad I've got my scissors. This could be a little difficult if I didn't. Tough on my nails. Trying to keep the boxes in one piece so that the family that's testing them can be using these for the long run of their use of the curriculum. There's one. And there's another. Apologize for the time delay here. Okay. So what's in here? more boxes, but they're wooden. You know what? It's really nice to have a tray like this, even after we used these wooden trays for other things. And we got them with curriculum. I appreciated them because we could collect things in there that we were studying, and they had a long life in our homeschool. But what these are in here is there's little number cards. There's the thousands, 100s, the tens, ones. So again, they're color coded, the same as the, see that, same as the blocks. And then here are the function cards. So you got your plus, minus, times, division, those types of cards, the equal sign, all of that. So what you can do is you can put out a problem on this board here or in here for your children to move around and feel and manipulate. If you got one of those kids that needs to just feel and touch things, that's really helpful. And again, reinforcing that same colors and numbers, they've got bigger ones here so that you, and I know I showed this very similar to the Right Start math program that we just did an unboxing for, but these can be laid on top of each other. So again, if you have 9,999, you can see all of those, that this is the thousands place, this is the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. So that's why they do that. So that is what was in this box. Okay, more. Oh, it's a heavy one. Oh, not so heavy. Just a little stuck. This one at least isn't taped. Okay, so I read about this too. This is nice and soft. And what it is, it's a bag. Oh no, this one's a mat. So again, if you have children that want to put things out on the floor, it has a little bit of slide to it. This can be your math mat. Very much in line with the Montessori methodology. This is the bag. So if you were keeping all of these different things and you wanted to be able to keep them in a place as a drawstring bag, you can just close it up and there it is, and it's red. You shouldn't lose it as easily. Measuring cups, which are really helpful when we're trying to figure out what is volume. And I was told by one of the people that, I don't have it open yet, but there is a way to learn about volume through the shapes that they include, and I believe that they're in with this kit, but I'm not going to tell you about it until I see them. But they do have the units on the sides, just like any of your cooking. Probably can't see them very well through the video, but they do have the different measuring volumes on those. There's a squishy ball. Don't know exactly what it's used for, but I guess they say that the owner of the company loves it. There's crayons in here, which I'm sure are extremely helpful. They are in the 3 colors that the different number places are, and then of course we have yellow as well. A clock with the minute and the hour different colors, again, that will be helpful in teaching colors. There's die, probably for playing games. This I thought was really interesting, is it's a mirror. Now why would you use a mirror in math? Well, if you're thinking of math beyond the numerology part of it and into the shapes and symmetry, this can actually create the symmetric image to what was created on the other side. So that's what this is for. Ingenious, especially for visual learners. Now you've got all of these different colored shapes, again for manipulatives, money in the shape of the different coins. So it helps kids to relate to those. There's a ruler, nice one too, pencil. This also comes with songs. So if you have a child that learns through songs, it looks like there's 25 different songs in here that go everywhere from learning left to right, counting to 5, evens and odds, all the way to mass and area, days of the week, and calendar months. Useful information, and teaching it through song is easy if your child likes to sing. I never did. Dominoes. So lots and lots of manipulatives in this box, and ways to store and use things. There's more. Oops. Let me pick that up for a second. This actually makes it easier. We have books. So this is the lesson 1 book. Let's see if I can figure out how to get it open. There we go. I don't want to cut it if possible. Open it without. So here are the lessons. There's 196 lessons in here. They give information to the educator, how to set up your work area. The lesson 1 is just the work area. Lesson 2 is on shapes, more shapes, and then we do visual counting. Actually has the information for you right here in the book. Learning left and right, they break it down for you. And even for like the song, they give you the lyrics. So you don't have to try to figure out as you're listening to the song, what exactly are they saying? What am I supposed to be singing along to? And here, even starting out with those number units, they've got the number and then the little unit cube as well. So, and how to teach that. And they even give you the scripted lesson. So all you have to do is read this. Awesome. And so this book goes all the way up through geometry, the isosceles triangle. What else are we learning? Evens, odds, equalities, inequalities, but in much easier ways because we're using manipulatives and the greater than or less than signs, saying there's more on this side than there is on this side, and just how to set that up with your manipulatives. So that it also includes diagnostic tests and reviews built right in. Very helpful. Then we have book 2. Yes, there's a second book. This book will take you, let's see, all the way from, it has how many lessons? 151 lessons. Oh wait, there's 4 sections. And yes, there's 151 lessons in total. Starting out with the decimal system, finding multiples, goes into, it kind of mixes all the math concepts together, which is something that's really important. Instead of just teaching number sense, then arithmetic and all those things, but teaching kids and integrating that math is about shapes, it's about all these other things, and so kids get comfortable with these concepts of very manipulative, hands-on ways as they progress through math learning. So when you introduce these concepts later on, they don't seem so foreign. They already have been using algebraic types of systems, but it's never looked specifically like A plus B equals C, but it was maybe a blank or some blocks. And how many blocks did you have to fill in to get this many blocks? So anyways, but here, when we get towards the end of the book, there's still songs, and they're learning the 100 square here, and I even saw, yep, greater than or less than signs, and the beginning of addition, subtraction, and even negative numbers, which is a difficult concept. But if you're teaching it right, that a child at this age actually can understand it. So that's awesome. And again, includes diagnostics and review tests. All of these books do. And the third book gets into subtractions, decimals, You get to the number lines, even some Roman numerals. Wow, I can't say I learned that in 3rd grade. And some pretty complicated ones too, all the way up to 100. That's quite impressive. And then relating relative masses. This is beginning physics in 3rd grade. And still, songs built within here. There's a song right after that lesson. So that is just what is included in the textbook portion. Now I'm going to pick up the box I dropped here. Okay, so these they look like those Chinese takeout boxes, but they actually do. They are folded boxes that you can create, and they have all the little, what do you call them, the squares on the outside. So it's going to help you with area and counting area. I'm sure they probably have some ways for you to cut these and make them different sizes and figure out volume based on area and area here as well. But I have to get to the review for that one. And finally, there's a 3-ring binder with a lot of things in it. Now I do want to tell you too, and I know one of the things in the 3-ring binder here said something about that, but I want to make sure to say it because they had it on the website. There's a 30-day back guarantee on this product. So if you find that you're not satisfied, it isn't worth the money that you paid, but my goodness, for what you get, I'm quite impressed. I wish this would have been around when my kids were younger. They do have more worksheets in here if you like doing worksheets. And actually the worksheets, it looks like, I'm going to dig into this because I'm going to probably say something wrong if I don't. These all look the same. So this is a way to test your student. They just have number or spaces on there and then plus another space, and then the students have to fill in those other ones. So it's a way to do addition. And I don't know if they have subtraction in here as well. Oh, they do have some other things. This is an addition sheet. We've got quite a few of them. They have a subtraction sheet. So same thing with the subtraction sign. And they have a multiplication sheet, which looks like that. So you've got all the numbers with a multiplied by what, and then how to work that out. Of course, it's not going to get super complicated into the multiple level numbers times more like 2 or 3 digit numbers, because these books just don't go that high, I'm sure, in their higher programs they do. Here is the parent guide. Now, that is it. Because everything is really scripted and built into the curriculum. So it always used to just make my eyes roll the back of my head when I saw that the parent manual was this thick. Oftentimes I didn't even want to use a curriculum that was that difficult, but this is a very simple approach, and they basically go into just the methodology that they used and customer support, and then a letter to their customer. And they have cookies in the box. So that's my unboxing of the ShillerLearning Math 1 kit. I hope you check it out, and in probably a couple weeks we'll be doing the entire review right here on the SPED Homeschool YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.